Hey Cloud Cadets, it's Roger, it's King Nimbus, and today I got some comic reviews for y'all. This is for the week of July 22nd and July 29th, which is right before we got into August. So I'm putting the 2 weeks together because last week I only got two things, so I figured it's not really worth it doing its own little video. So we're just gonna make it one long video and get into it. This is as close to a Saturday special as we're getting, so let's do it, yeah. As always, my reviews are on a 1 to 5 cloud scale. I am King Nimbus. Clouds are the choice for the measurement, so why not? And as always, my reviews are on my screen behind me. I have them written out on League of Comic Geeks, so I will be looking over your shoulder, but it's so I can read what's going on. All right, let's get into this. First up, on our independents, we got Universal Monsters Blood of the Wolfman. Look at the spooky wolf. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 clouds. This was such a cool issue. While I've always enjoyed these kinds of stories, I've been a long time fan of the occult aspect in them too, especially depending on what kinds of stories they want to tell. Sometimes the occultism is used for like a very specific theme or like thematic purpose. That's why I'm like, yeah, we finally got to the occult stuff for the Wolfman. Let's talk about it. This was so very cool. I'm sad at the little cliffhanger that has kind of begun, but it is what it is. We gotta have some tension. So 4.5 out of 5 clouds for Mr. Blood of the Wolfman. First, from our big publisher, we got Moonstar issue 5. This is the last issue of Moonstar. I did not realize it was only like a 5-issue miniseries. I gave this a 4 out of 5 clouds for Miss Danny Moonstar here. While I am sad this series may be done for now, hopefully, I want more. I felt that this last issue was pretty solid. I really enjoyed seeing how her background helped fuel her solution. The art and action was awesome, but I feel the romance in this issue felt a little more rushed somehow, even though in like the last issue or the issue before last, it didn't in my head. Go figure. Please, just give me more Moonstar. Thanks, Marvel. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for Miss Danny Moonstar here. Next up, we got Gambit Wanted #1. Look at the cool covers. So for this, I gave it 4.5 out of 5 for Mr. Gambit Wanted. Show the cool one. As someone who's always enjoyed Gambit but never really had an idea where or when to begin with, I'm happy this is here. It gave me a solid idea as to who Gambit is and what he was doing pre-X-Men, and the art was just grand. I'm just really scared for that final panel that they showed. It was like showing what's coming up, and I'm like, no, my boy. So 4.5 out of 5 clouds for Gambit Wanted #1. Next up, we got Spider-Man Long Way Home #2. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 clouds for this particular issue. This really established the tone and overall world in a very cool way. We got some in-depth views into the Punisher and the characters, what type of version they are, at least in this story, and how they're gonna potentially deal with one another. Very hyped. The artwork was also just very chef's kiss at the very end there. Some of the panel work was just really breathtaking and almost tragic in how they did it. So yeah, 4.5 for Long Way Home. Overall though, I don't really, even though we have a good idea of what versions of these characters we have for like Spider-Man, the Punisher, the Hulk, I don't feel we have like a great idea at the bottom line. We have a good idea for Punisher for sure, but the other two feels kind of still more shallow, if that makes any sense. So yeah. And another Spider-Man, we got The Amazing Spider-Man issue 33. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 clouds. While this was a pretty good issue, I just wanted a bit more. I know we're in the middle of a few setups, but I just want more. The drama was good and the action was too. It's just, like I said, we're in between stuff, and I get that. We're kind of in a transitional state. So 3.5 out of 5 for issue 33 of Spider-Man. All right, on our first little one from DC, we got Superman, Father of Tomorrow, issue 2. I gave this a 4 out of 5 clouds. This second issue creates a radically different world than the one most Superman fans know. We see the long-term effect of Jor's presence and his tech, what he's kind of done to change the world. It was cool seeing some usual Superman villains, and one of my goats showed up in the last panel. I'm also horribly scared for everyone involved because he's here. 4 out of 5 for Mr. Superman, Father of Tomorrow, y'all. Issue 2. Next up, we got Superman, Father of Tomorrow, issue 3. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 clouds. A little less than the last issue, sadly. This issue offered such a tragic and beautiful view at the shortcoming in Jor-El's vision. I feel this issue handled handled what makes Jor-El different from Cal quite well, especially like their overall kind of loneliness and their reason for wanting to maybe help the world. For example, his overarching issues, not only with loneliness, but regret too. Yeah, that is one thing that he does have up on his son. He has one extra issue. I'm also very scared for Superman, and with what the villains have been planning, I am kind of sad with what happened to my goat, though. He didn't even show up in this issue. He showed up at the last panel of the last issue. Nothing. He got mentioned very quickly by the dude who probably just used him for his stuff. Very sad. 3.5 out of 5 for issue 3 of Father of Tomorrow, Superman. And next up, we got New Titans issue 37. Look at this cool Terra. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 clouds. This issue offered a great example as to the heart that still remains at the center of the Titans. I loved learning more about Red Devil, seeing Nightwing's pondering, and how Batgirl, at least like Stephanie Brown's Batgirl, really has come into her own space as like a form of leader in the team. I think the synergy and mindset of the team, at least presented so far, has just been killer. And I'm really excited to see more, especially because Static is coming in the next issue. We got Static, y'all. Come on. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5 clouds for Lovely Titans issue 37. Next up, we got an absolute banger. We got Absolute Wonder Woman issue 22. Look at these cool covers. I'm gonna change them so the reflection isn't all messed up. There you go. For this, I gave Absolute Wonder Woman issue 22 a 4.5 out of 5 clouds. It was so good. This issue was awesome. We not only got a glimpse of Cheetah, but we got to see another famous Greek legend. The art, while different, I think worked well to depict the feelings of Diana too, because it was kind of a different art style. The action was awesome too. I highly recommend listening to the songs Year Zero by Ghost and Spellbound by Susie and the Banshees. Really kind of made the story hit even harder, if I'm being honest with y'all. So 4.5 out of 5 clouds for lovely Miss Absolute Wonder Woman issue 22. All right, next up, another absolute banger. We got Absolute Superman issue 21. I gave this a 4 out of 5 clouds. Look at these cool covers. While this issue was insane, I felt the ending was a bit quick. I really enjoyed how they did the last page, but I feel there were a few pages missing that would have added some more as to what happened. Whether that would be like an emotional payoff or a narrative one, I'd say it probably a little bit of both is what I was looking for. Now, along with that, or maybe I just want more Superman villains like Intergang, Livewire. Just a thought. I know Livewire showed up in the animated series, I think, first, similar to like Harley Quinn did in the Batman animated series. Disregard that. It doesn't matter. She's a villain of Superman. I want more Superman villains. And plus, like I said, I felt the way this ended, we do understand how Superman suffers because it is a loss to him and how it completes and how like the fight ends. But I still feel that we could have gotten a little bit more of an emotional payoff from like his reaction or maybe the reaction of those around him at that moment. Either way, I did really enjoy this one little detail. Like Superman had a little list. I'm not gonna say for why or for what. Really enjoyed the list. I thought it was awesome. It was very Superman. So 4 out of 5 for Superman 21, absolute. All right, next up we got Superman 2026 Year 1000, number 1. Look at how sick this is. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 clouds. I know, not a crazy one. I really enjoyed seeing this act as a major plot connection, not only for DC KO's event, but also like the main Superman lines. I haven't been reading like, for example, Action Comics. I don't know if that's who specifically that follows in the Superman line, whether it's his son, whether it's him, whether it's an alternate universe. You know what I'm saying. There's a bunch of Superman series right now besides Absolute, and I've not been really following any of them. So this kind of connected all that. I'm really interested seeing how this continues to build, but I was also completely interested in Superman and the main universe a little more so. While I know I'm missing some context with like Legion, the group that shows up in this one, I have no context for them, so I don't think I can really spoil anything about them. I wasn't really feeling it. I just wanted to know what was going on with Mr. Soup. Either way though, the message of Superman definitely burned throughout this entire kind of like annual, and I thought that was really cool. So overall, like I said, 3.5 out of 5 for Superman 2026 Year 1000. Annual, by the way, not just year 1000, it's an annual. And last but definitely not least, we got DC Hawk Girl Summer issue 1. Get it? Like Hawk Girl? Yeah. I gave this a 4 out of 5 clouds. I really enjoyed Hot Girl Summer. I always like a good anthology, just to like let y'all know. I enjoy a good anthology. I like a lot of stories. And the variety of the characters and stories in this anthology really has something for everyone. And I mean that like in an awesome, inclusive way as well. So yeah, it's really cool. While I feel some stories were cut a little too short, overall, it was super fun. It's a fun beach read. It's a fun summer read, right? We got a bunch of summer stories here. We get a lot of cool, inclusive stories with a lot of not only female characters, but LGBTQ plus characters. And we just get a wide view of DC and what's been going on during the summer. It was really fun, like I said. So 4 out of 5 clouds for Hot Girl Summer, y'all. I hope you enjoyed my silly little comic reviews. If you did not smile during my video, I hope you smile sometime later today. But either way, y'all, I hope you guys have a good day. Later.